Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. As you know, I am outside right now, so you will be contending with some very loud noises, like vehicles going by, and I'm going to pause because we got an 18-wheeler going by. So, we are going to be covering the Netflix controversy with their movie Cuties, and we are going to be going over whether or not this movie should even be allowed to be shown. I honestly do not think it should. And it seems that all the heavy vehicles decided now to come around, so I'm going to pause for one more moment. Okay, let's see here. Okay, am I back? I'm back. I think I'm back. I'm back. Good. Just trying to pull up, first off, my live stream. Get rid of Facebook and get rid of the other shit. How you doing, Gelth? Good to see you. I've seen the trailer for that movie and I want to bleach my eyes. No, you're not back. Well, yes, I am back. And I don't blame you for wanting to bleach your eyes. Trust me. Alrighty, let's see here. Jesus, 24 freaking notifications. Gotta go to my live stream right now and open up the live chat, not the top chat, because it's kind of stupid that it doesn't put live chat on. There we go. Live chat is set. I wish I could put that up there already now. I want to go to Netflix or YouTube again. But yeah, folks, YouTube has found themselves under controversy for their foolish release of the movie Cuties, which I believe is being released this September. And it has received many downvotes. Apparently, you can downvote things on Netflix. My brother John let me know that. So shout out to my brother John. Yes, you have a hairy back like a you damn gorilla. Jesus. How you doing, Steph? Good to see you. Or yeah, Netflix. You can downvote things on Netflix. But yeah, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers had a great video on it. Let me go to my history because I know it was there. And now that my settings are all set to mute on my laptop, I don't have to worry about, oh shit. I don't have to worry about I'm back. So, Quartering also did a video on it. Yes, as did Geeks and Gamers Jeremy. But Geeks and Gamers Jeremy is the one I want to actually show right now because I believe he actually has the exact thing I want. There we go. And yeah, right there. So I'm going to share my screen. I don't care about that. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, shit. Alrighty. Is it raining? Because if it's raining, that is not good. I got a lot of stuff outside that I do not want wet. Anyway, so yeah, Netflix recently. Can you all hear me? Good. How you doing, Superior Hero Reviews? Good to see you. Ben Baker, nice to see you. The hatred for this movie has actually brought together both political sides. If that's true, or if that could only be true, Ben Baker. If that could only be true. Alrighty. Yeah. We're going to share a screen right here. And as you guys can see, I have Jeremy's video paused. So, yes, shout out to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Thank you for allowing me to share this screen. In fact, yeah, right here. We are. Let me go up. How does a movie sexualizing children get approved? Who signed off on this? We understand not all stories may appeal to all our viewers, which is why we've always invested in a diverse range of content from all over the world. We also approve ratings, synopsis, trailers, and controls to help our members make the right viewing choices for themselves and families. And then another person asked, do you support pedophilia? A simple yes or no will suffice. And this is what freaking YouTube or Netflix says, folks. We cannot really comment on that, but we believe in creative freedom. At Netflix, we respect all religions and their cultures, traditions, and values. You can't really? Really? That's all that needs to be shown on that, folks. But for them to actually say that, folks, I'm sorry, and I am going to get on camera for this now. There. For you guys to say, Netflix. Anyway, for Netflix, for you guys to say that you can't answer the fact that, you know what, I'm not going to get on camera. I look stupid. You guys saying that you can't answer? Yes, you can. You can answer. You can actually say, no, we do not support sexual exploitation of children. We do not support the sexualization of little girls or even little boys in this case, because there are people that did draw a parallel to another show by Jonah Hill, or a movie by Jonah Hill called The Mid-90s. Kind of the same synopsis. But the thing is, folks, it is truly, truly disturbing that YouTube decided to put, or not YouTube, Netflix decided to approve of this. I'm sorry, but if Netflix is going to approve of this movie, then it is without a doubt that Netflix approves of pedophilia. by them saying that they can't answer a simple yes or no question, that means that there is the possibility that they do support it. Sorry about the background noise. Again, I am outside. I cannot help that right now. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat. So if anybody actually wants to come in, you are more than welcome to discuss it with me. So if you want to come on in, folks. Let's talk about this. Let's actually get this nice, healthy discussion. And chat. Why is the chat... How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, what do you think of this whole crap? Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. What do I think about it?
Alrighty, good.
Well, I think that the people that run Netflix don't really care. That they are completely probably bewildered of why people are so pissed off. That they don't know how to answer that question. When you read that response, I was like, somebody had a response ready. That is a canned response. And, the social media person just pressed a button. There you go. Because I'm like, what religion are we talking about here? We're talking about a perversion that apparently Netflix is fine with, right? Because they didn't, that canned response did not answer, do you support pedophilia? Yes or no? In fact, it had nothing to do with the question asked. So they obviously don't have a canned response to the question. All right. And they're if we keep up the pressure, they won't have that movie on. They won't. I can't believe Barack Obama with his two daughters and Michelle would tolerate that kind of thing, but they're them and I don't. Who knows what they like? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Rich people are weird. They're weird.
Well, there are a very lot of rich people out there, and yes, rich people are weird. Rich people are disgusting in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
And as Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers actually even said, why celebrities that champion causes coming out against this? Why aren't they speaking up? People like Mark Ruffalo, people like Brie Larson, and all those other liberal celebrities that think or that love to champion causes. Well, he's right. They don't really care.
No, they don't. It's not.
I mean, I honestly, yeah. I mean, folks.
Why isn't Mark
Go ahead.
Hamill saying anything?
Yeah,
that would be
I know,
something
right?
right up his alley. But the thing about it is, do you remember who Michael Ovitz was?
No, I do not.
All right, Michael Ovitz ran the most high-powered entertainment agency in Hollywood. He was interviewed, and I'm going to say it was Vanity Fair. So it was a major interview. Back then, Vanity Fair was, it was a place to be seen and be seen. And he basically talked about what they call the gay mafia in Hollywood. And he lost his job. It was his agency he built from the ground. They kicked him out because he was basically telling the truth. And what he was saying wasn't just that there were a lot of high-powered gay men. I don't care about that. But the fact that there's a lot of people there who don't have the morality, I think, to run a company in the way it should be run, who look at things, not look at entertainment movies, not as entertainment, but as a way to send a message out, as a way to victimize people. And this has happened since, Louise Brooks danced on, the bar in movies in the 1920s. Okay, so this is not anything new. But these people have a lot of power. And when they talk about a pedophile ring going on there, I remember that I think it was $1 Million Listings, LA. One of the real estate agents was, there's a house, one of his clients was having a party, he was gay. And when you saw the party, there were a lot of older men and a lot of young guys that I would say were not old enough to be there. All right. They prey on the young. And you have to remember that pedophilia is being sexually attracted to a child that hasn't gone through puberty, right? Anything else is younger, underage. And they should have a whole different subset, psychological subset to it. But these girls, if they're being victimized, and there are people in Hollywood that don't care. Ellen should come out and say something about it. She won't. Barbara Streisand, if I remember right, basically said that pedophiles were just expressing themselves sexually. What? And a lot of the people, this is what my friend Lee said, a lot of the people there don't want to say anything because they're scared. All right? They get real scared. They've been compromised themselves. And do you remember when that reporter died, was killed, his car blew up on the highway? It was before Breitbart
When
died.
was this?
Oh God, 2010, 2011. This guy.
No, I do not remember that.
All right, this guy tweeted out that he had a big story and it would change everything. He's driving down, I think it was the 405, and his car just blew up. Andrew Breitbart said he was on the cusp of revealing a big story, and he collapses and dies of a heart attack. These people are dangerous, and they're used to always getting their way. And, which is why you see stuff like this getting put out there. I'm sure that the people that run Netflix are like, why are they so upset? Little kids. They're little kids. But Ovitz basically came back after he was kicked out of his agency. He ended up running Disney for a while. And then Eisner came in. And then Iger. Ovitz, he's since apologized for what he said about the gay mafia, but there's more to it than that. And I think the reason why he apologized is the fact that he was on the cusp of saying more. You understand? And they did not, because you can't not see it. You can't not see it. I have a friend who's a film director, and he left Hollywood, and he's building a studio in Louisiana, Lafayette. And he basically said, you can't not see it. You know it's there. It's just there. And there are a lot of people that are very powerful. And I'm not talking about the usual conspiracy theorists targets like Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. Every time I hear that, I'm like, I don't really think so. It's not them. It's other people that actually fund the movies.
Yeah.
People behind the scenes. Not them. Uh, you're going to have to show me some real direct evidence before I believe any of that on their part. I don't like their politics, but I'm not about to point fingers,
Yeah.
at those two guys. Um, so yeah, we are. They're trying to normalize it, is what they're trying to do.
And that is one of the most disgusting things that they can do. I want to show so you guys get an understanding of how far this show has gone, or this movie has gone. I keep calling it a show. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm going to show you guys the poster for this movie that they have planned called Cuties. This is it, folks. This is that. This is the thing. These are 11-year-old girls. These are 11-year-old girls, folks.
Oh my God!
I mean,
Jeez.
seriously. Do you understand this? Look how that one on the far right is posed. She looks, I'm sorry, that looks like a pose in a porn movie.
It does. I mean,
The one, all of these kids, the one in front, her legs are splayed out,
yep,
are spread. This is
yep,
disgusting. And I'm not
yeah,
going to share this for too long, folks. I mean, this is absolutely fucking disgusting.
yeah. Well, it's disgusting, and they played their hand with it. Uh, Again, like I said, anybody on the board of directors, the Obamas, should be appalled and put their foot down. We're not showing this. I mean, the FBI should come in and say, "What is this?"
Well, here's another thing. The movie is French. It is made in France and whatnot.
Yeah.
Its audio is French. It's going to be subtitled and whatnot, but still, it shouldn't matter.
No, it
This is
shouldn't.
disgusting behavior. This is sexualization of children at the age of 11 years old, and this stuff should not be allowed to happen.
Yeah.
And the fact that Netflix approved it simply says, and the fact that they won't say yes or no, we do not, or yes or no to a question of, do you support pedophilia? They can't answer that. That should be an obvious common sense answer.
The answer was about religion. I'm like, what religion are they talking about? This is about a condition that is criminal.
Exactly.
I'm like, so this is why I pretty much sure that the social media person just pressed a button and answered it with that one, because social media person for Netflix is probably 25. She probably doesn't see a big deal in it. She's probably dumb as a board and didn't know how to answer that. She's getting swarmed right now on Twitter. I mean,
the person that handles the PR for Netflix, all I know is that they should shut down their damn account, because the fact that they are going to be completely swamped. I'm sorry, if anybody has the hashtag cancel Netflix going, yeah, I think that should spread like wildfire, because as soon as I saw that, I immediately canceled my Netflix subscription. This is disgusting stuff.
Yeah, well, think about this. It goes through the entire gamut of the streaming industry and show business itself. I mean, look at Disney and their 14-year-old bisexual in that animated owl thing. I mean, what the fuck is that?
Speaking of that, it's as if freaking Netflix was sitting next to Disney and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, hold my beer.
It's like, hold my beer. I got some, or we're gonna sexually exploit 11-year-olds. You got your little 14 bisexual kid. Well, we're gonna sexually exploit 11-year-old girls from France. And I'm sorry, that's disgusting. Both Disney and Netflix. should be gone.
You know, the thing about Europe, and I talked about this in my video, is that this kind of bizarre sexuality has gone on there for millennia. I mean, it's weird. I mean, it might be be Christendom, all right, it used to be anyway, but there's weird shit that's going on there. I mean, look at Roman Polanski. He escapes from the U.S. after he gets nailed for uh, um, that 13-year-old girl, raping that 13-year-old
Oh
girl.
yeah, he
He
can't come
ends
back
up,
to the U.S.
yeah, he can't. He ends up with this woman, this girl from Poland named Nastasia Kinski, who came to the U.S. and was in a few movies. His next girlfriend was underage. He put her in all these movies. She's in that movie Frantic. She was underage. It goes on and on and on and on. And it's like, this is, you wonder what, I mean, but see, that's acceptable in Europe. In fact, if you talk to somebody from France or Sweden or anything, they'll ask you why you have a problem with the Roman Polanski. And it's like, because a guy in his
Oh, I don't
40s,
know, because he was fucking a 13-year-old.
yeah, because a guy in his 40s shouldn't be the first person, a girl like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, first off, she should have the choice. Second of all, she should be old enough to make that choice. Third of all, she shouldn't be so drugged she can't fight back, which all three happened, you know?
Exactly.
But again, they look at stuff like this and ask us why we're upset. I look at them and say, why is your family structure collapsed? Why is are your institutions rotten? All right,
I'd ask
you
them
don't.
this question:
Yeah,
why do you think it's okay to fuck kids?
yeah.
I'd be
When you,
completely blunt about it. Why do
yeah,
you think it is okay to fuck kids?
yeah. And some, you know, they're gonna come up with some vaguely faux intellectual rationalization, and it's like, this is why Europe is dying right here.
Yeah.
You know,
Also,
and it's the best part of Europe left when our ancestors left. Um, and what was left there doesn't. I mean, if you look at the countries there, like Italy and France, their populations are older. They have to literally import crazies to live amongst them because they don't have any. They're not. They're not replenishing their population, for crying out loud. And weird, bizarre sexual behavior is normalized. And now we've got people in the United States that think it's perfectly fine and want to do that here. And I don't, you know, I don't want to be Europe. My grandfather left Europe. All right. There's a reason. And I'm not, you know, why would that's part of the problem. Their lack of the fact that they've shot morality in the ass there. And this is what we get for it. And the people that run Netflix have no fucking problem with that. When you ask them about it, they can't answer it. And that's it. So what did Dave's? She's 6. She plays an 11-year-old. Well, Dave, that's fine, but still, it's 11 years old. Um, Women mature earlier than boys. Some girls mature a lot faster. That doesn't make them not girls, little kids. I mean, when I was 11 years old, I was playing with my Star Wars figures, horseback riding, learning to shoot, uh, playing outside with my friends, pretending Star Wars or whatever, and didn't have a care in the world. Okay, that's what a kid should want to do. That's childhood. This is not. Yeah, they do need to go to jail, or this movie just doesn't need to be put in the United States, and maybe the people who produced it and made it should be investigated. You know, um, that's my opinion. I don't know. I mean, it's appalling to me that this is happening here in the United States. It's just appalling. But anyway, I just wanted to come in. I want to take over your stream, but I just wanted to come in and voice.
It's okay.
My disgust.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's been one of those weeks.
Again, folks, to basically give you an idea of how disturbing this is their poster. And I'm going to full screen it. Look at that child, or look at these kids. To basically, let me look at this. That kid there, right there, looks like she is in a pose about to get it from behind. This one, her legs are spread. And look at this one. This is completely disturbing.
Yeah.
Anybody who thought that this was okay should not have any sort of public venue at all.
Fact.
This is disgusting.
Yep.
And now we are going to actually get rid of this. But yeah, folks, this one is also, I'm sorry, but this one is also kind of stupid as well. It is disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. This is not okay. This just reeks of the Texas cheerleader scandal that was going on in Texas a while back.
I'm sure that somebody in France is already thinking they could do a twerking moms reality show.
Well, sure, if they think that they can, but it's never going to be aired here. And if it is, I'm sorry, but this is kind of shit that I think Frank Castle should, or I wish Frank Castle was an actual person to deal with.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the Mitch Rapp books. Vince Flynn, I actually got to meet Mitch, and you might as well. Back in 2010, before he announced that he had cancer, and I'd like Mitch Rapp to come in there and just like wipe them all out. I mean, there's people like that need a lesson. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fuck with kids. You leave kids alone. Where are their parents, by the way? And the excuse that one of the girls is 16, she's still too young. She's still too young.
It is, exactly.
If I had a 16-year-old daughter, I would be appalled at this. And then these kids grow up, they're unhappy, they're miserable. They've never had a childhood, Yeah. No imagination to explore. No, I mean, that's just sad. That's just sad. And it's
honestly, I'm wondering what Gina Carano thinks of all this too. I mean, she just recently came out about the whole child sex trafficking thing.
Oh yeah.
So I want to know what she thinks about this.
It's not unknown in that industry. So, like her, and if you ever watch Outdoors Channel, Terry Shepard does Hollywood Weapons, and he's a retired Green Beret. He is funny.
Nice.
He is funny AF, and he would be somebody to ask because those guys know about it. I mean, it's strange to me that somebody, because one of these days some big star, and it's going to be someone with a name, all right, is going to come out and say, this is disgusting, the industry needs to stop it, and I can name names, and it's going to be a big star, and it's not going to be Streisand, because I find it funny, the people in Hollywood that are screaming the most, Rob Reiner, Ron Perlman, they've been on 4chan PETA lists. You know who else was? Do you know who else was?
Who?
Ryan Johnson.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, hell.
What?
I think it's actually going to start raining. I'm going to have to get under a cover right now because if it starts raining, I am outside.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So yeah.
I'm in the kitchen. But yeah, I mean, they're on there. I mean, I have my friend posted a list of people who are not pedophiles, and you'll see the word because James Woods already said stuff. But this has to be somebody who's a Democrat, who's big. But here are the names I saw: Harrison Ford, Jim Caviezel, Mark Wahlberg, and there were a couple other people who had big names. But it's gonna be one of those guys that'll come out and say, "I've had enough," you know. And really, if someone did that, it would help the industry tremendously. I think the film industry. And like if someone said, "This is appalling," and we put up with it for too long, and you know, has the FBI come over and talk to him about it. I really think, honestly, that that's the only way you could probably fix it. All right. Because, you know, a lot of people aren't going to say anything if they're too scared to. And it has to be someone with a name that's not afraid. They have to have fuck you money too, you know? But anyway, look, I'm going to rock. Okay. So, all right. Because my husband's on his way home. I'll talk to you later. See you, everybody. Come to the Smuggler's Canteen and subscribe.
Sorry about that, folks. I am going to have to call the stream due to weather, and I can't stream while everybody else is in the house right now. So, yeah. Cover this. Steph, sorry, I guess she left. And Stunning and Brave Megatron, you are absolutely right. Fuck Netflix. But yes, If you guys want to help spread the word about how disgusting Netflix is right now, definitely do so. Spread the videos from Geeks and Gamers. And if you can, if you got Netflix or if you know people with Netflix, let them know exactly what they're supporting by continuing to give money to them and show them this crap, because it seriously needs to stop. Anyway, folks, I am going to call the stream here. I do got to get going. Thank you for all tuning in. Storyman Jack, Soul Assassin, David Kotler, Cayman Rider 64, Superior Hero Reviews, Gelf, Stephanie. Thank you guys for coming on and whatnot. Anyway, folks, you all know the drill. If you catch us on the replay, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.